Okay, welcome back. Week 4. And today it's going to be hopefully a quick battle. We are facing Darth Kamal from Midichlorians TH. Let's see what they've done. So they had a chance to go, and I love it when my opponents go before me because it tells me exactly what I need to do. So what I did was I split up my 5 first, and I kept them down below. And you can see over here my opponent, they scored a total of 1596. Couldn't clear my board. I think they struggled a little bit against my bounty hunters at the back with Nest. But that's because I'd kept a lot of teams which drew out quite a few meta counters, I think. So I split out my 5 first, kept the Rex Wampa team with 1000 in there because that did really well in my last Grand Arena match. It took 3 attempts for my opponent to take down, and this time it took 4 attempts again. So it's a team which is very easily underestimated, and if you fail once against it and it's primed, it becomes even more difficult to take out. I think in general Rex, especially combined with fives, has become such a great character that even if you split him from the 5 first, it does a pretty decent job. Then I've kept the other 5 first clones along with Sarge under Shakti. That was one shot. At the top, I kept Darth Revan and Grievous with Watt, both of which were one shot. And then I kept my new team with a couple of sisters. So the sisters also I broke up in this match. I kept a Zombie and a Sarge over there. The new team took about 3 battles to get down. And down below here I kept the other sister, which was Spirit, along with Treya. So that one was one shot, but again, looks like all those teams, meta teams that I had, exhausted most of the counters from my opponent, and he wasn't able to clear my bounty hunters. 2 battles against that. At the back, Malevolence, this was one shot. No surprise there. So all in all, we have 1596. So as long as we clear the board, we are fine. So I think we can do a little bit of experimentation. So let's see what they have on board. There's the Grievous squad with it's a plain vanilla Separatist droid Grievous squad, but relics on everyone. There's a bounty hunter team which looks relatively weak. There's no Django, and only Bosk has relics. And then there's the Night Sister team out here as well. So, and then down below over here we have a relatively weak first order squad. There is a Zeta on Hux though. Um, and then there's a Newt squad with the Watt and uh, Nest in there, which is a relic nest. So with the build for tenacity and very less speed. So that is going to be interesting to take out. All right, so let's go with the let's go clear what we have down below, see what's at the back, and then we can take out something from the top. So I'm going to, since we have a little bit of room to play around with, I'm going to go with a theme of using some lesser known heroes, typically not used in the past, and I'm going to see how that goes. So typically I would take a JTR against one of these teams, and let's see, I would take JTR and I would take Resistance basically against these guys, either one of these guys or First Order. But I think I want to try something different. Against the First Order team, I'm going to go in with my Finn lead instead of JTR, and I'm going to go with a few heavy hitters and see how this team performs. Now, Finn, as you all know, was one of the most popular leaders for the Resistance a while back, especially because of he never used to allow opponents to go just because of his leadership. Um, there's tons of exposed synergy over here, and plus his lead now gives tons of defense and potency, which is great for Amlin Holdo, and plus gives 60% offense, which is great for Ray, Poe, and Resistance Trooper. So let's go against the First Order team with this, and see whether they are able to do a decent job. So I've modded my Poe to be extremely fast. So there's the buff immunity. Let's land a big hit over there. Okay. So they go first. Let's go and land some days. Okay, days on everyone, which is great. So they're not going to gain turn meter anymore. Let's take out that guy. So they're not gaining turn meter, which is good. I'm going to try to get rid of first order executioner. Try to heal up this guy a little bit. Alright, let's do this. That is dispelled immediately, of course. Let's land a buff immunity. Not yet. Let's get rid of him. Excellent. So our holder is gone. Let's try to see if we can't get rid of crew. At least let's try to get rid of this guy. Alright, buff immunity, there we go. We can't afford to lose Finn because he's the only source of damage over here. Let's try to land a big hit. Excellent. Stun. Alright. Little messy, but I think we'll get through it, especially because of how hard both the Resistance Trooper as well as Rey hit. I think we'll be able to get rid of it. Stun, there we go. Big hit, almost. And let's finish it off. There we go. So messy 51, but I just want to try out some different leaders this time in this match, just to see if how effective they are. Some of these battles might require double battles, but I think we might learn something new even with our failures. Okay, let's see what we want to take against the team down below with the nest. So I think what I'm going to do over here is I'm going to take in my Greedo over here. Now this is a very little known leadership. He gives leadership to all scoundrels, which is why I want to take Han and Chewie under him. He gives 50% extra critical damage, which is always great for Han Solo. And then there's a few things for the contract and reward and all that, but for Han Solo, Chewbacca and young Han, there's going to be tons of critical damage which is in there. I've kept Savage in there just in case I'm able to get Nest down to less than 50%. Savage will help to snipe. But over here, Greedo is going to get the guard and Han Solo is going to get the guard. And these guys are going to be hitting pretty hard. So let's see how quickly they're able to take this down. We might get stuck on Nest and that might require a cleaner team, but let's see. So let's get rid of Watt because I don't want him giving the taunting tech to Nest and then she dispels debuffs every time. Let's land a big hit over here. Not yet. Tons of health on Nest. Almost done with him. Let's see if we can land a stun on Nest. Let's just get rid of him. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna let Nest take a turn, and let's just do a basic on him. Let's keep Django alive for now. I want to save a big hit for Nest. Let's just do this. Okay, Nest is going to go next. I'm going to try to take Newt out once. Let's avoid Nest for now. Okay, so he's gone. Let's see if he can't land a big hit. Okay, so he's gone as well. Okay, let's work on Newt. Big hit on Nest. This should take him out. Take Nest out. Excellent. take out this guy. All right, let's get rid of that. And now let's take out Django. So a little messy, as expected, but these guys were hitting hard. And I think Greedo lead, not as impressive. The 50% damage boost, I really didn't see as much. Let's see what is at the back. Oh, my favorite team, Ewoks. And then we have Kira lead as well with Mission and Zalbar and a couple of other scoundrels. So let's take out the toughest team at the top. I think the Night Sister team and the Grievous squad are the toughest ones. The Grievous, usually I would have gone for a plain vanilla Jedi squad, either Basti lead or JKR lead, Jedi Knight Revan lead. But I want to try something different. I'm going to use Jedi Knight Revan, but I'm going to use a leader which we haven't seen for a long time. I'm going to take in my General Kenobi with these guys and see if they're able to take out a plain vanilla Grievous squad. Now, General Kenobi's lead was popular a while back with Barris. It gives Jedi and clone allies 30% max health and 70% defense, which is great for Jolee because Jolee already, my Jolee has got 87k health. He gets extra from his unique 30% max health, and there's going to be tons of another 30% max health over here with extra defense. So the main thing around Grievous squads is you need Jolee to hang around and revive everyone. So I'm going to get with the General Kenobi lead just to add that survivability, which is basically also something that Bastilla lead gives as well to Jolee, tons of survivability. I'm going to pass the Hermit Yoda Master's training to Jolee so that he assists often, gets his cooldowns down. And then the main damage deal over here is going to be Grandmaster Yoda. And we're going to use Jedi Knight Revan for Mark. So not sure how well this will do, but it's worth a shot. And also with Kenobi lead, anytime that Jolee or Hermit Yoda heal, they're going to call everyone to assist, which is going to be great as well. So let's go here and see what happens. There's not going to be much speed over here. Let's pass this back to Yoda. Let's do this, spread some buffs around. All right, now I'm going to give this to, let me give it to Yoda first. Next turn, I'll give it to Jolee. Not as much offense over here. I'm used to way more offense with the JKR lead, but there's tons of assists over here and mass assists, so shouldn't be much of an issue. Okay, let's keep going after B1 Battle Droid a little bit. I think Savior was popped. I don't know. I'll have to check out. Oh, you know what? In the absence of Basti, we don't really have a dispel for Droidica, so we'll have to get lucky with Droidica. But Kenobi is R7, and with his lead, he's extra tanky as well. So I'm hoping that he's able to get enough to tank it out enough. There you go. See, these guys are barely in yellow health, even with the Grievous AoE. So it's not too bad. All right, let's keep going. So I don't think Savior has been procced yet, even once. The damage is low, but I think we're making decent progress. There we go. Now it's a question of simple cleanup. So unfortunately, we don't have Bastilla for dispelling that. So we just have to wait for the damage immunity to expire, and then we'll need to target Droidica. Well, let's just do this now. Damage immunity should expire now shortly. There we go. And now we can just finish it off with targeted attacks. Probably not yet. Yep. There we go. Not great banners, but I was curious about Kenobi lead. Alright, so that team was taken care of. Alright, so next up his team is going to be the Night Sisters, and I would have typically taken Padme against it just because I have so much left. But I'm going to try something different over here as well. I'm going to go with the Jedi Knight Anakin lead with the, let's see, who all do I have? Maybe I'll put Padme in there. He gives Jedi and clone allies offense. I don't have any clones left, but let me see what Jedi I have left. I do have Basti. I have Ahsoka, who might be good. I need to take Barris for a healer because I need people who can heal. Padme can heal. So I'm not using her leadership, so I'll lose all that courage and all that good stuff which goes with it. But Padme can definitely heal and cleanse. Who else do I want to take? I want to maybe save my Basti and Jedi Knight General Skywalker for something else. I might not even need him, but let's see. Who else can I take against sisters? What other healers do I have? I have my Daka. She's not going to go anywhere. And no other team. And she can be useful for some stuns and some revives and some heals. Okay, let's just put Daka in there. Do I have enough damage dealers? So I've got Ahsoka to dispel. I've got quite a few stuns. Old Daka, Padme. I've got AoE. Alright, let's but one thing though, this guy's unique only gives only deals 100% more damage of all allies with Galactic Republic at the start of battle. So I need a Galactic Republic over here, definitely. I do have C-3PO. I have R2. Maybe I can use R2 in there. To boost up the damage. Okay, let's go with this. I should be using Padme lead, but another word of caution: the General Kenobi team I took out, the General Kenobi lead team against Grievous. It's good. It performed okay, but it's criminal to take General Kenobi away from Padme. He's just so good against her. All right, I'm just gonna go with the basic for now. Plague is out. All right, let's do that. Let's get rid of one death. 70k. So yeah, 70k. So she's hitting really hard. So that's a 30% offensive boost that that Jedi Knight Anakin lead gives. So courage won't be there, but if you notice over here, the team is still getting her unique, Padme's unique, which is basically getting protection up on assists. That will still happen, but it won't be 40%. It'll only be 10%. So if she's in the lead, then she gets 40% protection up on assist. But if she's in not the lead position, then she's only going to get 10%. So it's not as effective. Wow, 60k. Let's see if she is able to take her out. Let's actually focus on Daka because she can revive. 19k. Let's dispel, get some protection up. Let's hide everyone except R2. Let's get rid of this guy. R2 might go, but look at that. The AoE is amazing. So there's offense up as well as his natural 30% offense that he gets. Plus being R7, he really hits extremely hard, and he's getting the stats boost from R2D2 as well. So hard hitting team, no doubt. Definitely Padme is better in the lead, but in case you come to a pinch and you want to use a Jedi Knight Anakin lead, the offense boost is legit. Especially I think if you throw a few clones in there with the rework, it's a pretty good team to have. All right, let's see what other team there is. What else we want to take against this? I want to kill the Ewoks team with fire. So I think I'm just going to go in with my General Skywalker, but I want to use Basti lead. Basti is not really a B leadership. It's something which is used quite often, but I think I just want to try it out just because General Skywalker under Basti is actually a pretty good combo. Just because they get tons of damage, 35% damage, which is great for Skywalker. So I'm just going to go in with these three. Maybe a tank just for some pre-taunt. Yep, let me just go in with these four and finish off the Ewok squad. All right, let's target. I don't think I even needed anyone. Yeah, it was just Skywalker by himself is more than enough. Look at that. Let's just call in Skywalker to finish it off. Yeah, Ewok teams, I always try to kill it with fire. Never take a chance. All right, we have plenty of. I could have actually soloed with Skywalker any of these teams. Plenty of offense left, but I want to try some unique leads. So let's see. We've got the bounty hunter team, and we've got Kira. Kira is going to be survivable. I think what I want to do is I want to go in with the. Since it's a survivability team, I want to go in with the Vader lead to see how that does. Let's check that out. Actually, Vader lead might not work over here because unless I have a really good tank. What tanks do I have in there? Well, I do have Zalbar. All right, let's give it a shot. Let's try Vader lead. We might have to clean it up later, but that's fine. Let's go with this one as well. Let's see who else is there. We go with our Mission and Zalbar because they benefit a lot from dots. Mission Zalbar, Vader, Grand Admiral Thrawn, and let's see who else we have. Which other Empire we have who might be good over here. I'm half tempted to go with EP just for the extra shock. What set do we have? Oh, you know what? We've got Basti. Yeah, Basti will be good for the extra fear and shock as well. Okay, typically I would have used Basti under EP, which is an excellent squad, but Vader is another one of those underutilized leads in my opinion. In 3v3 I use Vader all the time. It's amazing value, but yeah, over here let's see. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to go and start the fear train rolling, fear mission, and then fracture Zalbar so it doesn't taunt, and then start the train rolling. Let's just go after Vandor. We can actually get rid of someone, maybe Kira. There we go. And let's ability block mission. That didn't happen. All right, let's just keep working on Vandor. Okay, this should finish him off. Not yet. So how many dots do we have on the team? Yeah, we've got a few. 3, not much. I was waiting for more dots. Maybe I should have gone with Candace in there as well. Let's just land a ability block over here. Fear on Zalbar. Yeah, this was a sort of a overkill. Some more dots. Fracture. And this should do it for mission. This should do it for Zalbar. That's it. All right, so 59, I think. Yeah, a little bit left on Zalbar. Overkill, but we had tons of offense, and I wanted to see if Vader lead was effective in this case. I should be using it more often. There's definitely a lot of potential for Vader lead, especially against B teams. All right, so we've got the Bounty Hunter squad, and we've got our Geos, we've got our JTR, we've got a crew, we've got CLS as well. Let's see what leads we have, and I want to take in a lead that I usually don't use. Let's see. I've used Kira, JTR, CLS crew quite a lot. If I had 1 or 2 more sisters, maybe I've used old Daka. Even EP I've used a lot. What else? Karth, no. You know what? Let me go with my Geos. Yeah, Geo should be able to take care of bounty hunters pretty easily. And I'm going to go in with the Poggle lead because he's the only other Geo lead. Maybe I can use Sidious. All allies gain 15% critical chance and 15% critical damage. Yeah, Sidious is a possibility. Or should I use this guy, Hux? Gains dominance. Dominance can't be dispelled or prevented. Enemies can't counter attack. And 100% counter chance. So maybe I'll use Hux with my first order. I think that might be a good team to take against this. So it's a relatively weak bounty hunter team. Hux lead I generally don't prefer because there's really not much protection recovery. But in a pinch, actually, Hux lead can be pretty decent. It gives 100% counter chance, which is great for AoE based teams where, like Boba, for example, has got tons of AoE. You've got Dengar and Zam as well. So these guys will, with dominance on Hux, these guys are going to counter quite a lot and take these guys down pretty easily. So let's try it out. Let's go with Hux. And we'll take in the rest of our squad, our first order squad, and see if these guys are able to do a decent job. What else does this one give? It gives 50% more damage. So these guys hit extremely hard. They counter attack, and basics get 50% more damage, and they get 50% more critical damage. So that's a 100% boost to damage. All right, so let's go ahead, use this. I think my Kylo should still be faster than the Bosk. So let's just go ahead and stun Bosk, and I'm going to pass this back to to Kylo so that he stuns someone else. The good thing is this bounty hunter team does not have any cleanse, so I can just stun this guy and keep going at it. Let's reduce some turn meter from Greedo because Boba is going to do AoE and these guys are going to counter attack. So we'll go ahead and allow him to do that. There we go. And Boba dies first time. Let's just kill him off and then we can work on the others. Let's go after Greedo. Because of that. Okay. Wow, that's like 4 counterattacks in a row. Let's get some turn meter and Greedo's down. I'm going to use a basic over here so that he keeps a taunt on himself. Let's work on Zam. He's got advantage, so I'm going to pass this back to Crew so that he can stun this guy again. Okay, everyone is stunned. Now let's just keep going and finishing off Zam. I love that counter attack, that mass assist. All right, let's keep working on Bosk because Dengar is going to go under stealth as soon as I start targeting him. All right, it's going to take a while for Bosk. Let's pass this back to Crew so that he can stun Dengar. So not great for banners, but not as good as the Crew lead on banners. But you know, with the addition of Kylo Ren, the Galactic Legend coming out, we may need to reshuffle our first order teams, and we don't know how good the regular crew is going to be under Kylo Ren. So under Galactic Supreme, what it's called, Supreme Leader, Galactic Kylo Ren. So maybe we might need to repurpose Hux as the alternate first order leader. So that could be an option. All right, so we've cleared the board. 56 banners over there. Not being very banner efficient, but our opponent has given us some space to play around with. Let's just go ahead and oh wow, what is this? TIE advanced with rebels. Okay, so let's just go around and take out the rebels with my own rebel fleet, and then we can call it a day. Let's do this. Probably could have kept our Galactic Republic on defense as well, but that's fine. What else do we have? Let's just go with this. Okay. All right, so I'm going to do this, and let's do this. Get defense penetration and finish off this guy. And now let's just go after Biggs, finish him off. And should be easy enough to get rid of this guy now. Okay, so we clear the board, won the match. Pretty simple, nothing too great. The defense was extremely light, which is why I was a little surprised that they weren't able to clear my defenses, because they had their own 501st squad. They had Treya, Darth Revan, Jedi Knight Revan, CLS, JKR. They had tons of teams. So, which makes me think that this the Rex squad actually took up some pretty decent squads, at least 2 or 3 meta teams maybe, which is impressive. So I'm going to definitely use this more on offense or on defense, just to see if my opponents get tripped up, and I'm going to keep it in the front. And even if they one-shot it, I bet they'll take a really heavy team against it. If they take something like a GAS or a Padme or a CLS, that's as good a team, as good a counter as you would take against my own GAS team if I kept that on defense. So keeping GAS on offense and then keeping a team like this, which will pull a GAS counter, I think is quite beneficial. What did we learn on offense? Nothing really much. I mean, there were a few interesting teams on with interesting leaders in there, but nothing really standing out. I really wouldn't break up the regular factions that I have to create the leads that I took in. The the General Kenobi lead was interesting. It gave tons of survivability to my Jedi against a relict Grievous squad. They never even dipped below green health, so that was good to see. Um, but I really wouldn't pull General Kenobi away from Padme anytime soon. So unless Padme team gets a really good tank, um, maybe if you use Watt with another Galactic Republic tank, but nah, I don't think that'll be as effective. I think Kenobi definitely belongs with Padme. All right, so that's it for now. We've got a couple more matches left. So I will see you guys in a couple of days for round 2 of the 4th week. Until then, catch you later. Thanks for joining in.